Hey friends, Daniel here with the Leadpages tech team bringing you today's tech tip.
Well, you can publish pop-ups to any web page that accepts JavaScript and HTML. If you run your site through WordPress, you can use our Leadpages WordPress plugin to easily publish pop-ups. In our video today, we will be covering this process. So as you can see, I do have my Leadpages account pulled up here. I'm going to go ahead and head into the conversion tools section and pop-ups, where I do already have a pop-up created and published. Now, in this case, I'm going to go ahead and go to the Actions menu and Publishing options, where I'm going to grab the timed and exit intent pop-up code. Now, as I'm going through and grabbing the code, I'll click into timed pop-up first. I do have a few options that are available to me: time delay before launch, visits before launch, and launch again after. And I can set numerical values here, removing what's there and typing in a number, or using these directional arrows here. Now I'm going to go ahead and get code, copying this code, and I'm going to put it into a document here so that I can have it for us when we go into WordPress. I'm going to do this same thing for exit intent. Again, I have the option of launch again after, but I'll go ahead and get our code, copying and paste that for us. Now, before we head into WordPress to publish the pop-up via the Leadpages WordPress plugin, I did want to make sure to mention that timed and exit intent pop-ups won't appear on mobile devices at this time due to how their browsers function. Now that we've gone over that detail, let's go ahead and head into WordPress. In our WordPress account, I have already installed the Leadpages WordPress plugin under the plugins section here, but if you haven't done that already, make sure to do that first. We'll want to go ahead and head into Leadpages and pop-ups, and from this option, we have the ability to set a timed pop-up and exit pop-up, which is that publishing code that I had grabbed. So I'm going to go ahead and select paste drag and drop pop-up code from the drop-down menu. I'm going to head back into our note here and copy my timed pop-up code and paste that in. As we scroll down, we see we have the option to set where this pop-up displays. Every WordPress page, including homepage, 404, and posts, display on posts, display on page, or display on WordPress block. I'm going to go ahead and display this on every WordPress page. I'm also going to set the same thing for the exit intent pop-up. So I'll select paste drag and drop pop-up, grab my publishing code, paste that in, and then again, select every WordPress page. Once I have what I want set, I do need to make sure to save. Now that we've talked about publishing pop-ups via the Leadpages WordPress plugin under the pop-up section, which is going to be global, affecting your entire site, let's talk about how to publish a pop-up within a page or a post. Pages and posts are going to be found here on the left-hand menu within WordPress. And I'm going to go ahead and head into the pages section. I do have a page that I've already set up that I'd like to add a timed pop-up to. Now, on the screen that we see here, on the right-hand menu, if we scroll down, we have the option for page-specific pop-up. And it may be closed up like this. Just make sure to click the drop-down arrow to see this. Now, right now it's set for use global pop-up, but whatever we select here will actually override that global pop-up we set under Leadpages and pop-ups. So I'm going to go ahead and select paste drag and drop pop-up. And for exit intent, I'm actually just going to say none for now. Now from this point, I'm going to use HTML. I'm going to grab my publishing code and I'll paste that in to our page. Of course, I do want to make sure to update the page. Now, as we're talking about publishing pop-ups, one other thing that I did want to make sure to mention is that after you've published a pop-up to WordPress, if you find that you want to make changes to that pop-up within your Leadpages account, after you click that update button within the Leadpages builder, those changes should be pushed to the WordPress published version of your pop-up. Since we've talked about publishing pop-ups now and gone over that, let's talk about how to remove a pop-up. One thing that's important to note is that if you delete a pop-up from the pop-up section within your Leadpages account without removing that pop-up from your WordPress site, you will see an error message appearing. So to remove the pop-up from our WordPress site here in our page, we can easily go ahead and copy the pop-up code and delete it. And of course, too, under Documents here And under page specific popup, we can go ahead and select none or global popup as well. And again, we can do that for exit intent here. Also, making sure to update after we've made those changes. Now for the Leadpages WordPress plugin, the Leadpages popups section, what we want to do here is we can go ahead and remove that code. Again, just highlighting the code and clicking the delete button. And of course, we can select none from the drop-down menu. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here as well too. I'll go ahead and remove my code and select none. And then of course, we do need to make sure to click that save button in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and head back into my Leadpages account now, but I did want to take a quick moment to thank you for hanging out with me for this tech tip. And don't forget, if you have any questions, our knowledge base and support team are just a click away under the question mark within your Leadpages account.